Okay, seriously, this is, I just want to get this done because I had shot 80 yard everything for this video and I can't get it off that computer now. I can't get the raw footage and the ADR to edit it together, and I'm pissed about it, and I hate doing things more than once, so I just want to get this out of the way because most of well, I'll get to it as I go, but let's just move on and get into it. This is of course the X-Men Villains pack, full of X-Men villains, and it's kind of a fun pack. I do like it. There's some issues with it, so we're going to start with the issues that are the most apparent and work our way up. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with the biggest turd of the bunch. Who the hell is this? I know it says random on the box. This is not random. Who the fuck is this? This is a guy cosplaying as Random. This does not look like Random. And why is he in a villain's box? Didn't he hang out with X Factor? I mean, maybe because he's a mercenary? I don't know. I mean, this could have been a good figure, but this doesn't look like Random at all. I mean, it really looks like a guy cosplaying as Random. I mean, they got all the detail. I mean, if you were to write down on a piece of paper, Random, he needs this, 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 and this. Okay, you've got that. You've got it right. But this isn't him. This doesn't look like him. It doesn't look like him at all. I mean, and plus, why put him in a villains pack? I don't get. Because, I mean, okay, kinda, but, you know, I don't think so. I mean, I know some people are going to go, anti-hero, that's what he is, he's an anti-hero. I'm going to say, look, he's a mercenary who joins up with X Factor for a little while, and that's it. I mean, but this looks nothing at all like the character. I mean, and it's a shame because there's some good work here. I mean, this is good work on the jacket, on the vest, and on the boots. I mean, this is some really good work, and it gets destroyed by the fact that you don't make it the character. I mean, this face is where you lose it. I mean, that, and he's not tall enough. I mean, you see him with the others here. He's almost the same size, and he was a bit taller. He was around Strife size. So, I mean, he should have been about as tall as Strife. So, there's that. Alright, this one. The least wanted figure out of the set for me was this one. And it was made worse by right out of the box. Oh. That broke. It didn't even, I mean, that was just me doing this. Was all it was. There was no resistance at all. It just came right off. So it was broken already before I even got it. But where he was like kind of, you know, kind of mad at me. Alright. Now this one has the most accessories. He's got these two stupid guns that came from the Rose. I'm sure they didn't come from the Rose, but you know, the Rose is the first time I remember those guns, so that's why I say that. He's got two green blast effects. Green? I mean, why? I don't know, because they're lasers. And then the weird part is green smoke effects. Yeah. Okay. And of course, two trigger hands to hold his pew-pews. These guns are gone. I'm getting rid of them. I don't know what I'm replacing them with, but I'm going into my Valaverse tin and getting them. Why would I bother for a figure I don't want? Because actually, I already got Skull Crusher and Bone Breaker, so I might as well throw Pretty Boy in there. His articulation is pretty standard, although you do have to keep in mind that he has only single jointed knees. Other than that, it's what you expect. Double jointed here on the elbows, head, all that stuff is what you expect. Okay, so that's finished. Alright, moving on. Vertigo. I do like this figure. The paint on the costume, well, she just fell out of my hand. The paint on the costume is really, really good. That's where this figure shines. It's the paint. They got the exact right color of green for her hair and lipstick. I mean, some people are gonna say, oh, she looks like that crazy chick from Gem. I had her name on the tip of my tongue and forgot it. But anyway, and I mean, you know, she's got the splayed hands, but that kind of works with her power, and you know, she can just kind of go like, single jointed arms, of course, it's just a disappointment, but yeah, you know, the arm joints are a little gummy, but not as bad as some I've seen. She does have fists. She's pretty decent. I like her. I like her a good deal. I was surprised too, because when I opened it, she was on my want list, but I didn't think I'd like her as much as I do. And it's just, again, the paint. That's where it shines, is the paint. You know, I hope they do more Marauders, but you know, I'm not holding my breath, especially with the rumored price points coming. But at the very minimum, I'll pop her in my Brotherhood of Mutants, and then she can go there. I mean, I know she never was in the Brotherhood of Mutants, but I can do it. And if you guys don't remember Zero, don't worry. I forgot about him too. He was Stripe's little pody dude. He comes with karate hands. I don't know why. And he comes with the ring effect from Doctor Strange. So hey, if you never got that, there you go. You can use it now. It's a good portal, and that alone. Now the figure, I mean, okay, this is just a hunk of white plastic with a little Zero on him. Can I fault the designers for this? No, this is Rob Liefeld's fault. This is his character. And I mean, this is what he made. I don't think we ever found out what Zero was. I felt like he might have been a robot or something. I don't think we ever heard any backstory. I vaguely remember another one walking around called 11 that had two ones on his face and 2 ones on his chest. And that never, I don't think that ever got addressed or resolved or anything like that. It was just, they were just there. And that's all I remember. They were just part of the initial X-Force storyline, and then they just disappeared. I don't know if there was a plan. I don't know if there was any thought about what this character was and what this other one was, or anything like that. I would doubt it, knowing some of the things I've seen Liefeld do, but you never know. Anywho, he's ended up being, I do think he's a little cooler than what I thought he was going to be, but he's not great. I mean, I can see why they put him in the set, and at least it's not a figure we already have a million of, or not a figure that we have a million of, you know. I mean, it's a new character that I don't think they've ever done, so you at least got that. But you know, he's not going to make me want to buy this set. This is the reason I debated the set, not because I felt the overwhelming urge to get this character, but because I wasn't sure how I felt. I mean, he's Stripe. He's got 2 fists that have just disappeared all of a sudden, so we won't worry about that for right now. Grabby hands, of course. I do like the way the blades go around the head. I mean, that's kind of cool, because you always saw him from the front. you never really got a good idea how this set on his head. So, you know, he has big old feet, not tiny feet like Liefeld. I like the spikes on the armor. This is pretty cool, actually. I was hesitant to get this guy. And Jesus, you can tell he is tall. I mean, he's really, really tall. I was very hesitant to get this guy. Not my favorite X-Men villain at all. Once he's defeated in the comics, I don't think I ever had a thought about him ever again. I think he's come back once or twice, but I don't remember for certain. And he just, you know, I did think it was kind of weak to make him a clone of Cable. And I was just kind of glad when he was finished. It just, it never really resonated with me that he was, you know, a clone of Cable. I mean, yeah, I guess it's the only way you resolve that first panel, that last panel of X-Force, but, you know, it's just, yeah. I mean, it was just meh to me. A lot of people love Strife. Oh, he's a great villain. I never liked him. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was older at that point and I saw through what Liefeld was doing, which was just easy score and move on. You know, but anyway, I don't necessarily hate the character. I just kind of hate the direction they went with him. So yeah. There we go. X-Men villains. What do I think? Well, I just don't like Pretty Boy, period. So when his arm fell off and everything, I wasn't too upset. Random, I'm very disappointed in. The rest of these, I'm actually okay with. I think Strife turned out a lot better than I expected, and I think Vertigo turned out a lot better than I expected. There's not much you can do with Zero, but, you know, as I said, he's a character I don't have, so he's in the line, and now he's in the collection, so it's like, okay, that works. Pretty Boy, while I don't like him, I think is a good figure. This one is the only one, it's just the head sculpt. So, you know, I'd say that's 4 winners and 1 loser, which is better than most box sets I get. You know, most of the box sets I've had to deal with, they're, you know, 3 at best, maybe 2. I really hate that they kind of throw these box sets in and then you kind of got to figure out what to do. But at the same time, you know, it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm getting tired of the box sets. I'll just say it that way. I'm pretty sure this is going to be my last one. I can't imagine me grabbing another. But I've thought that before, so we'll see. Anyway, that wraps up. Let's look at the X-Men Villains set. Don't forget to do YouTube stuffs and take care.